and was a lonely, wealthy single woman. She walked into the supermarket like a proud cat, and clearly, she wasn't here to buy groceries. She was looking for a romantic encounter. She soon met a man who stole her heart at the vegetable counter. A guy buying groceries at 6 a.m. is definitely more reliable than a handsome guy at a late-night bar, and took the initiative to strike up a conversation, and after a few words, they confirmed they were both single. Black was completely drawn to Anne's liveliness and charm, and he wasn't about to let this perfect chance slip away.
How about coffee?
I can do coffee.
They had breakfast together and made a date for Thursday night. Everything seemed too perfect, and Anne danced with excitement. She seemed to have it all, but she had a secret no one knew about. One second, she was flirting with a guy at the supermarket. The next, the sky turned gray, and she lost all her energy, going from a vibrant girl to a melancholy one. She lay in bed motionless for days on end, and when Black's call for their date came right on time, and dragged her listless body out for the date she'd been looking forward to. When Black gave her a gift, she put it in her pocket with a cold expression. Black stared at the listless and nothing like the vibrant girl he'd met, and it was impossible for him to understand.
You don't have a twin, by any chance?
No.
What should have been a warm, wonderful date saw and looking on the verge of tears the entire time.
No, I should just leave you to it.
To what?
To whatever it is you're doing this evening that's more interesting than this. You shouldn't feel obliged to do this.
No.
And she only said she had a cold. An awful date that ended just like that. This terrible state had started when Anne was 15. One day, she suddenly found herself unable to get out of bed, and worse still, she lay there for half a month. Her parents just thought she was sick. At school, and was cheerful and outgoing. But as soon as she got back to her room, she curled up into a ball, unwilling to have any contact with the outside world. She thought if she hid her depressed side and only showed her perfect self, everything would be fine. But she lost everyone who came into her life. Her life was one moment in heaven, often in hell, never just in the ordinary world. That's the horror of bipolar disorder. A few days later, Anne's bipolar episode ended for no reason. Her mood suddenly lifted, and the world seemed to bloom for her in that moment. Confidence returned to Anne's face with a smile, and she planned a second date with Black. She spent the whole day busy, waiting for the man she loved to arrive. But a line from a TV show struck a chord with her, and her mood plummeted again. Just as she tried to push away her sadness and get dressed up, that familiar feeling washed over her like a tide. It was like a monster in an old black and white movie. No matter how fast you run, it always catches up. The doorbell downstairs pierced Anne's heart, but she collapsed in the bathroom, crying helplessly. Black was completely confused downstairs, and he waited until he finally turned to leave, and never found the courage to tell him the truth. And in that moment, her eyes were empty and soulless. Bad things came one after another, and she lost her job after missing too much work. Her boss, who liked her, was confused and bought her a drink before she left, and then couldn't hold back her emotions any longer.
I'm bipolar.
For the first time in years, she opened up to someone. She'd always kept her distance from people, afraid they'd see the real her. So she'd made herself out to be a flaky, weird woman on purpose. Her female boss didn't show a hint of judgment. She canceled all her meetings and listened to Anne's story patiently. Bipolar disorder is an illness, and listening is a healing medicine. Anne opened her heart and realized she was her own best doctor. You have to figure things out for yourself, because you are your own savior. She apologized to the friends she'd left without a word, and they responded with understanding and forgiveness. Someone who truly loves you accepts all your good sides and forgives all your bad ones. There will always be someone who loves you for who you really are, both souls and all. If one day I let you see my vulnerability, I hope you won't look away, because I'll be even more scared than you are.